Have you ever imagined turning on the TV or accessing your streaming service and seeing the adventures of Ken 10? That's right, not Ben 10, but Ken 10. And yes, he exists, and he's the son and successor of Ben 10,000. Ken first appeared in the 4th season of the classic Ben 10 series when he received an Omnitrix from his father on his birthday. Furthermore, he reappears in various episodes of Ben 10 Omniverse, helping his father, who wasn't his father yet, in various adventures by traveling back in time. These stories are really cool, but it wouldn't hurt to have a show featuring the solo adventures of Ken Tennyson himself venturing with his own Omnitrix, would it? It would be awesome! And besides Ben 10, there are several other cartoons that would also have amazing sequels with their children. That's why we've created part 2 of the best next generations of cartoons to show you now. Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is a Disney animation that has won a legion of fans with its adventures and mysteries, often dark and even terrifying. With an extremely creative story that deepens over time, capturing our attention and sparking our curiosity, this cartoon is certainly one of those works that everyone wants to see continued. And what could be better than continuing with the children of the characters we know and love, right? That's why some passionate fans have imagined a continuation of the story in which Dipper and Pacifica start dating and get married, forming a beautiful family with 2 twin children, Gwen and Dustin, to carry on the family legacy. In this story, the crazy Mabel also gives Gideon Gleeful, the former villain of the series whom everyone who watched Gravity Falls knows has always been in love with her, a chance, right? It would be amazing to see these cousins from the new generation diving into the mysteries of the weird and mysterious town of Gravity Falls, wouldn't it? I wouldn't miss this story for anything. Danny Phantom. Even after so many years since the Danny Phantom animation was discontinued by Nickelodeon, many still remember with fondness and nostalgia the ghostly adventures of Danny with his friends Sam and Tucker, protecting the city of Amity Park from supernatural threats. Samantha Manson, Sam, is a goth girl and the protagonist's best friend, and throughout the series, she becomes his crush as well. There's no denying the chemistry between them in several episodes. In the last episode of the series, Danny reveals his ghostly powers to everyone and starts dating Sam. Now, can you imagine an animation where Danny Phantom and Sam's children inherit their father's ghostly powers and continue his legacy of defending Amity Park from supernatural threats and enemies? Well, someone thought about it and created these characters, the heirs of the old duo, and now couple fighting evil. Seriously, everyone wants to see this story. Let's bring this awesome story to life, Nickelodeon. It's a guaranteed success. Kim Possible. Kim Possible was a Disney hit with 87 episodes and 2 movies, and it couldn't be left out of our list of animations that would have a new generation. Kim is a teenager who fights crime every day with her best friend Ron. Even though he's quite clumsy, he always helps her with her missions. And in the 4th season, Ron and Kim become a couple. And this sets the stage for the future daughter of the couple to become an independent hero in a new animation. It would be really cool to see Kim's legacy passed on to her daughter. This story would be really awesome. SpongeBob SquarePants. Anyone who has ever had fun with the antics of a sponge and his friends who live in Bikini Bottom didn't have a childhood. After so many seasons of laughter, wouldn't it be great if SpongeBob and the gang passed the torch to a new generation of Bikini Bottom residents, who would also be crazy fun, of course? And since forever, many fans have been rooting for a relationship between SpongeBob and Sandy Cheeks. And even though Sandy is a land squirrel and SpongeBob is a sea sponge, and this relationship would be quite complicated to happen, wouldn't it be insanely amazing if they got married and had little sea squirrels or squirrel-shaped sponges? The child of the couple even has a name already. He would be called Spandy. And look, he's really cute. Even though Sandy is a super intelligent genius and SpongeBob is, well, just SpongeBob, it wouldn't be unlikely. After all, anything, I mean really anything, can happen in the crazy Bikini Bottom. Jake Long. Jake Long, the American Dragon, was one of the most famous cartoons of its time, and it still has a legion of fans today. And it's not without reason, after all. The story of the half-dragon, half-human boy who lives in Manhattan and is responsible for maintaining the balance between the human world and the mystical world is really cool. In the midst of all this, among fairies, werewolves, vampires, and other magical creatures, Jake falls in love with Rose, who happens to be the daughter of the main villain of the series and a dragon hunter. I know, love is really crazy. That's why nothing could stop Jake and Rose from ending up together at the end of the show. And this ending gave fans hope that in the future, Jake and Rose's grandson would take on the responsibility of protecting magical creatures, inheriting both the Western dragon legacy and the hunting skills from his grandmother, being the child of one of the couple's 2 children. And no, we didn't make a mistake. It's indeed a granddaughter. That's because in Jake's story, the power to transform into a dragon always skips a generation. This is a fantastic animation that deserves several seasons of continuation with the adventures of the new Western Dragon. The next cartoon we're going to show the next generation is simply sensational. And if you, like us, really enjoy the idea of seeing new generations of cartoons, comment down below, #new, and also tell us which cartoons you'd love to see with a new generation. Star vs. the Forces of Evil. If you're a little older, you must have watched Star vs. the Forces of Evil and surely rooted for Star and Marco to end up together in the end, which actually happened. But the show was so good that as soon as it ended, a digital petition was even made for Disney to continue it, which hasn't happened yet, and this could still happen, and we even imagine and hope to see a new generation of characters on screen, with the couple growing up, getting married, and having a new princess, of course, to continue the crazy adventures of their mom with some karate skills from their dad, of course. Even the couple's heir already exists and even has a name. Luna. She would be born with moon-shaped marks on her cheeks and would look identical to her mother, except for having her father's brown hair. Seriously, this show would be a hit! Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja. Even over 10 years after its release on the Disney XD channel in 2012, many people fondly remember Randy Cunningham, the teenager chosen to protect the city of Norrisville from the evil sorcerer known as the Sorcerer, with his highly powerful ninja suit. The animation, filled with cool fights and lots of comedy, which even mixed elements of Karate Kid and Star Wars, won so many fans who still wished for a continuation after the series ended. So, a new story about Norrisville's protector ninja, where Randy and Teresa, his friend, become a couple and have a daughter named Rochelle, who ends up being chosen as the new ninja protector of the city, would be the perfect solution for fans who love this incredible show. Please, Disney, consider this with care. Another show that would be great to see a new generation of is Teen Titans. If you enjoy superhero stories like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, just like I do, you must really like Teen Titans. The adventures of Robin, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Starfire, and Raven are already a massive success, and even led to another animated series, Teen Titans Go, which is aimed at a younger audience, but is so much fun that it makes anyone laugh. Those who followed any of the animated series know that Robin is head over heels for Starfire, and they even have a serious relationship in the comics. And what about Beast Boy, who has a massive crush on Raven? Just imagine a playful clown like Beast Boy dating a gothic and introverted girl like Raven. It would be awesome. So it's more than expected that in the future, new heroes will emerge to take on the mantle of the Teen Titans and continue the fight against crime and develop new, and why not, fun adventures of the Teen Titans. This way, Robin and Starfire would have a daughter who would also be a hero, like her parents. Raven and Beast Boy would have 3 beautiful children who would have the powers of both. This would be a fantastic new generation of characters for sure. The Fairly Odd Parents. And to wrap it up, we've discovered that Timmy Turner, the same one from the Fairly Odd Parents, who was always assisted by Cosmo and Wanda in the funniest tasks, also has a generation that will continue his adventures. So much so that they've imagined Timmy marrying Tootie, the girl who's obsessed with him. They would have a son and a daughter named Tommy and Tammy Turner. And, of course, Cosmo and Wanda would always be there to help the new generation of the Turners in their adventures. They even appeared in an episode of the show. If this ever happens, I hope the show is as good as the original. These are some more shows that would definitely have great series with the new generations of the main characters. It's been a lot of fun to be with you on another journey through the world of cartoons, but we still have many other incredible stories, and we've selected these videos down here for you to keep enjoying some really cool and entertaining content.